Okay, so here we're trying to find the sine or cosine, etc. of some angle. And remember, each of these trig ratios is defined as some fraction of two of these sides from a triangle. So sine of 30, let's find the 30-degree angle. That's right there. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So the opposite side from the 30 is the 1/2. We can put that on top. Divided by, and then the hypotenuse is 1. And 1/2 divided by 1, anything divided by 1 is just 1/2. Or, sorry, anything divided by 1 is itself. Okay, what about the cosine of 30? So I'll stick with the same angle. Okay, and remember cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So cosine of 30 would be the adjacent side. That would be the square root of 3 over 2. Divided by the hypotenuse, which again is 1. And again, whatever's on top, 3 divided by 1, you get the same thing. Square root of 3 over 2. Tangent of 30. This is the TOA. Okay, so opposite over adjacent. So what is tangent here? So opposite side would be 1/2 over adjacent. Adjacent is the square root of 3 over 2. And something that you might notice, it's the sine divided by the cosine. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. So to simplify a complicated fraction like this, remember you can not divide by the bottom, but flip it and multiply it. So instead of dividing the 1/2 by the square root of 3 over 2, you're going to multiply the 1/2 by 2 over the square root of 3. Now those 2's will cancel, and so you end up with 1 over the square root of 3. Apparently I didn't leave enough room. Okay, now what? Well, so now what? Well, you need to get that square root off the bottom of the fraction, so you multiply the top and the bottom by the square root of both the top and the bottom, and you end up with the square root of 3. Okay, what about the cosecant of 30 degrees? So there are two ways you can think about this. So cosecant is 1 over sine. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So cosecant is going to be the hypotenuse over the opposite. Okay, so cosecant would be 1 hypotenuse over the opposite, 1/2. So here the 1/2 is on the bottom. So 1 over 1/2 would be the same thing as 1 times the reciprocal of the bottom. So 1 times 2 over 1, which is just 2. What about secant? Well, secant is the reciprocal of cosine. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so flip that upside down. And this is hypotenuse over adjacent. Okay. So, secant of 30, there's 30 degrees. Secant is hypotenuse 1 over adjacent. Square root of 3 over 2. Okay. Simplify this. I need to, again, flip that bottom fraction and multiply. So it's going to be 1 times 2 over the square root of 3. And because you're multiplying by 1, it's really just 2 over the square root of 3. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this radical on the bottom. I'm going to multiply by the square root of 3 on the top and the bottom. This is what I was talking about. I figured I didn't have room to write it. So multiply the square root of 3 on the top and the bottom. And on top you get 2 square root of 3. And on the bottom you get 3. So it's 2 square root of 3 over 3. Cotangent. The cotangent is the adjacent over the opposite.